Hello my friends, welcome to Breakfast with Sergio. This is episode number 104, and today I want to talk to you about how to choose a printer for your next art reproductions. How to choose the right printer for your art reproduction. So my friends, welcome back. I don't have a breakfast here with me because I needed some space. I have some things to show you. So no breakfast, just my drink here. So my friends, I want to talk to you today about, fine art reproductions. Maybe some of you are thinking about, reproducing your work. Maybe some of you have done it in the past and you're looking for other options. Maybe some of you have never done it before and you're kind of confused where to start. So I want to give you some quick tips here. If you are looking to get art reproductions for your art, you really want to do some research first. This is something that I've been doing for a long time, for over 15 years or more. I love printing my work in different substrates and different technology. As time goes by, the technology gets better, the production quality is getting better, and so on. So something that I love to do, something that I really enjoy doing, when it comes to my work, just looking around what's out there in the marketplace. And today there are tons and tons of options. So the first thing I would recommend you to do is, if you're looking for printing companies to have reproductions made of your art, is go online and see if they have, whatever company you're looking at, see if they have a sample pack of different substrates and printings that they may have. So this is something that you can call them up and say, hey, I'm a fine artist, I'm looking to have some really, reproductions made. I would like to know if you have a sample pack of substrates, different materials in which you print, so that I can, make the right decision. And a lot of companies do have that. Many times they don't have it available on the website. You have to call and get one, by request. And I highly recommend that, because you can see before you order, all the different types of materials they may have. Let me give you an example. This is one reproduction that I made of one of my paintings. I made actually this one over 10 years ago, and it's still beautiful, it's still great. I made an edition of this. My work is typically life size, so the figure is life size, so my work is large, and I have kind of like this border around my work. Now my paintings are not really painted directly on canvas, they are painted on paper, and then I adhere the paper to canvas. So I found this vinyl material that is very smooth and is really beautiful. Something that in my work, at least, the canvas reproduction, I don't like it that much because I don't paint on canvas directly. I paint, my surface is different. It's smoother than the canvas. So that's why, I love this vinyl material. It's really good. It's waterproof. Even the ink is waterproof. It's great, great material. And what I did is I also found these little tiny grommets. So I was able to put them on each corner. So just like my larger paintings, I also have the grommets on the corners. Even in the small reproduction, I did the same. So it displays quite nicely, and it can be displayed inside of a wood box, and it looks beautiful. Doesn't need to have a glass protection, because it's actually outdoor vinyl. But the quality is great, over 10 years, and still the color is beautiful, hasn't really degraded, and is really nice. So that's why it's a good idea to have different sample materials, because you might not know what's out there in the market unless you actually test things out. Here's another one, for example, that I would like to show you. This is a small print, and before I do, and I recommend you to, before you do a large print, that you order some small ones like 5x7s, 8x10s, just to see the quality, just you can feel it, you can see it, see if you're happy with it, the color and so on, before you actually order your prints. So this one, for example, is printed on a LightJet. LightJet is a machine that not many companies have, but it's a bit more expensive. It does not have ink. It's not ink-based like this, or a canvas print is inkjet, right? It's like a giant inkjet machine that runs through the roll of canvas or paper or vinyl, whatever it is, and the heads go around and make the image, right? This one is LightJet. So what LightJet printing does is laser imaging. Lambda is another brand of printers that do this, and it's laser imaging. It's better known as laser imaging. So what it is a roll with photo emulsion, goes into a giant drum in which a laser light comes in and images your work or the image onto the surface of the paper, and then the paper goes through a chemical process just like any regular photograph, and it comes out on the other side, you know, as a beautiful colored print. And what I love about this process is that it has no ink droplets. There's no ink dots on this because there's no ink. It's all imaging. So the color is continuous. It's really beautiful, you know, type of image. Think of it as a photograph. It's really high quality, typically a little bit more expensive. You cannot do this with canvas. As far as I know, it's only papers. There's different types of papers, different types of materials. There's actually some plastic-based materials that it can be printed on. But the quality of the print is absolutely beautiful, stunning. Again, because you don't have the dots of a typical inkjet. And again, if you are interested in this, when you talk to your printer, then you're looking at laser-based imaging, and of course, there's a typical canvas, right? The typical canvas, which a lot of you guys like to do as well, which again, sometimes works really great with, you know, you're reproducing a painting and so on on canvas. So, you know, it gives you a really nice way of reproducing that as close to the original. What I recommend also, try and ask for what types of canvas materials they have. You know, there's all kinds of canvas materials. There's different also textures. There's from smooth to heavier texture. There's also different finishings, you know, from matte to glossy and, you know, semi in between. And that's how you can test it too. You know, make sure that the quality is good. Make sure always that you are happy with it, that, you know, that the color is right on. And, you know, that's something that you want to do when it comes to canvas. Now, what I recommend too is also ask if they have, if their canvas printing is UV if it has UV protection. There are also additional sprays that you can buy at any fine art store, and you can buy non-yellowing UV protection spray. And what you do is you take your canvas print when it's done and it's ready, and you do a light you know, coating of UV protection that protects it from the light, because as you know, light is the worst enemy of any type of printing. So that's one way in which you can give your print an additional coat of protection over time to give it a coat of UV protection. But now, a word of advice on UV protection sprays: just make sure that you get it from an art store. If you just go to the hardware store and get one, well, a lot of times, you know, those will turn yellow over time. You want a non-yellowing fine art UV protection coating. That's what you're looking for. So my friends, hope this helps. Now, what I have made for you, here's a great resource that I have made for you, totally free. You can go to my website. I have put a page with printing resources that other artists have recommended. In other words, companies that are out there that other artists have recommended that they're very happy with. So just go to www.theartistnextlevel.com/print. Again, www.theartistnextlevel.com/print. And there you will find a list of really awesome printing companies that you can call, that you can get tests from, and that you can get prices from as well. And these are all companies that other artists have recommended. That said, this is a great company to work with. So my friend, check it out. Again, www.theartistnextlevel.com/print. I made that resource for you, and I hope you have awesome, great prints next time that you decide to do art reproductions. Thanks so much for watching this episode. We'll see you in the next episode of Breakfast with Sergio, my friends. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.